All right, so we got our geez. We got our tire mount, wall mount piece set up to put on there. As you can see in the center, there's a piece of wood in the center of this to keep everything in line. So that's where that'll go. There's also the same thing on the edge, so all the way back there. So that way these are mounted to a solid piece of wood that's mounted to the wall. So we should be good there. Now we can just put the wheels on and see what they look like. But this folds up, which is beautiful. I just need to move this. If I'm gonna use it, I need to move this out of the way. So I might move that back one so I can move it up, because right now, as soon as I try and lift it up, it just clips right on it each and every time. So given, could we probably get around it? More than likely. Could probably just bend this to the right a little bit and then we should be set. So, but yeah, that's where we're at right now. Let's see what it looks like with wheels on it. All right, so fits on there, no problem. Really solid, not moving at all. No wiggles, no nothing, no bends in the center. They're not heavy anyway. So with tires, I'm curious to see what this looks like then. But yeah, this is sick, super sick. So let me just put this last one up there real quick. As you can see, this is where my original line was for 24. So that would have been great, but there's no wood over that way. And then this is too far because there's no wood in the center either. So kind of tough, kind of tough. They're not 24 inches apart, sadly, but nevertheless, still looks great. And then this part here just kicks off a little bit, but yeah, it's okay. I'm okay if that's the worst I have to deal with. So the last thing we were able to get was to basically put some stuff that was in the boxes themselves that it shipped with in between, just because the metal was touching each other and I just really didn't want anything to scratch the lips any way, shape, or form. So I need to put one on the back, but it actually fits in all the way now. So I just had to pull this over a little bit more and everything seemed to work out pretty well. So not too worried about the back lip. It's only the front lip I really care too much about, but yeah. We're in there now. Thank goodness. Oh, and before I forget, I ordered tires. So to give you an idea of what we're gonna be going into, these are 225, 45, 15s. So we're gonna change these, well, not change them, we're gonna put new tires on that and they shall be here, I'm hoping in the next 2 weeks or so, but we'll see. We'll see. They're gonna be a little bit wider to accommodate for the rears, but otherwise, see them when we get here. And last thing on this wheel rack, whatever, tire rack, this is foldable, so you can fold this up. This would just need to be moved probably a little closer, and that way, because when you try and fold it up, it will literally just hit this. So if you ever are using the wheels and you're done with them, or don't need this kind of in the way, you should be able to fold it up and out of the way. I could probably still use it as is, but it'll probably bend out a little bit. So this thing was 40 bucks from JEGS. I think it's a great investment. Can't hurt, gives you more space, and this is not as wide as it goes. So if you have more space in your garage, it'll work out pretty well. But yeah, figured I'd let you guys know. I'll put a link in the description for what I got. All right, guys, as a quick representation, my whole thing is torn apart. Still trying to figure out the radio, so I'm gonna do that another day. But as far as putting in a replacement for this, our e-brake shifter, I'm gonna get this new one in there. This bad boy. So, if you don't know how to take them out, this is threaded. You can hopefully see a little bit in there. It is a, maybe, just maybe. So yeah, it's a threaded piece. So basically for the stock one, if you don't care about it, pretty much grab it with some vice grips, twist it, pull it off, and then you can just muscle this arm piece off. Otherwise, yeah, if you care about it, I would recommend putting like a cloth or something on top of it, just to kind of help out. But yeah, that's what we're gonna knock out. I'm gonna try and do this one-handed real quick. All the This might even be super loose. This boy is long. I was hoping it was shorter than this, but... And I know what you're thinking. Why are you replacing this with something that's metal? Well, it's aluminum, so it's not gonna absorb as much heat, let alone the window tint should help a little bit. So I'm not too concerned. I get burnt by the belts enough as it is, so I'm not too worried. There we go. Cool. That off. There's a spring. It's right there. Fits inside. Gives you that pressure. Set that aside for now. And then should be able to muscle this off. So I don't know if you'll be able to see anything necessarily, but got it pulled out a little bit, just twisting, kind of doing the hand motion, pulling up as we go. Kind of stuck in the car. So we'll just keep doing that until we get it all the way off, and then we should begin to slide the other one right on. There we go. Now to grab our other piece. Take that out. I'd recommend leaving the lube that's there. You can probably put some new stuff on there, but I don't want it to move, so I like it to be as sticky as it can be. So there we go. Cool. Slide that in. Oh. Might need 2 hands for this one. Stand by. And then just keep going until you get it. Once it's on, you can try and tighten it as far as you can by hand. Probably grab a paper towel or something smooth or a little thick to be able to grab on with maybe some vice grips. I'm just going to leave it hand tight on here and see how it does. It seems like it's pretty threaded in there, so it doesn't need too much pressure, but test it out, you know? Make sure it works like you want it to. So cool, done. So stick around. Eventually I'll have this back together. Hopefully I'll be driving this weekend, so we'll get some footage of that possibly, but other than that, this will be a wrap for this week's video. Next week I'm gonna get these hood pins in, because these things are bad paths. Look at that. Just beautiful. So that'll be next video. We'll put the hood on, get this one out of here, and keep it going. So stay tuned for the next one. Peace out.